Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Co-OPed Up. We are four friends who gather around sitting talking casually about anything and some things. My name's Kenny, and today I'm joined by my friends Cameron, Alan, and Connor. I'm skipping their voices today because that's how I'm going to do it this week. But this week, we're talking about shows we'd like to revisit. Now, before we get into that, Cameron, how about you tell us about your week in 10 seconds or less?
It's been pretty
Well, thanks,
busy.
Cameron. So, Alan, how about you?
I work, I poop, I go home, and then I sleep.
Very good. How about you, Connor?
It's just
This is so hard.
The more you know. Reading Rainbow.
Are we speedrunning this podcast?
Might as well.
This is the speedrun episode. Thanks, Connor. I'm gonna love that.
Yeah. I don't love it right now.
But I mean, seriously though. Cameron.
My day's been really hectic. Actually, the past few days, I only got like maybe 6 hours of sleep between the past 3 days, more or less, probably less. It's just been very hectic with midterms. I got back an answer from that interview I talked about 2 podcasts ago.
Oh,
I got the job.
yeah.
Ooh.
But it says I have to physically be at the place to work at December 1st, but I graduate December 20th. So I need to call about that.
Seems to be a little bit of an issue.
That's a big issue.
Might be a little bit of an issue.
So who knows? Maybe I didn't get the job.
Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. What? They expect you to be there December?
Yeah,
1st
they want me to
still in
just
school.
they want me to stop schooling.
That's
Like on my resume, it even says when I graduate, like the date specifically, which is weird.
I think they might have
How-
gotten something wrong.
How far
Maybe.
away are you from that place
Like-
that might give you employment?
5 hours away.
I mean, like, you can physically be there.
Yeah, but I mean, I get there.
You have to wake up at
I
like
wake
12
up-
o'clock and
Yeah, if I
night.
work at 7, wake up at 3.
I mean, like-
2, and then get done at 5. Get home at 10. So I have about 4 hours of sleep, and then also classes to worry about. So I don't think it'll work.
And then finals are coming up then too. So it's
I mean, if you physically gotta be there, I think you can manage it, but it's just
I don't think
kind
I
of.
can.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it's literally possible, but I think it's just gonna be very
40
very
hours?
It's possible.
difficult. Yes.
I don't think it's possible because I have classes every day.
Well, sounds like you're gonna have to miss some of those classes.
I can't, or
You
else I
want the
failed the
job.
class.
Well, sounds
Well, I
like
guess you
you're
just
kind
gotta
of
fail
fucked.
those classes. I think that's
All right.
Drop out of school, get the job.
Enough about me.
Start the war.
It's kind of amazing that you got the job before you even graduated, though.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's more to it, but I don't want to go in depth because it's boring
No
stuff.
offense, Cameron. We all thought you fucking beefed it.
No, honestly, I thought I
You all
did
thought
too.
You were gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also thought that simply because you were super nervous and very depressed.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I'm always depressed, but that
Not
that
true.
adds character.
It does that character. Kind of like smoking a big blunt.
Ooh,
Are you
went-
Matthew?
How about you, Alan? How's your week been?
I already went my 10-minute speed through.
That's enough.
That's enough for me. I don't
That's
really
all
care.
I
How
wanna
the
hear
full
about
Let's
Alan.
Play, though? Full
I don't
watch.
want to show him the Let's Play. The Let's Play's kind of boring.
Well, what about you, Connor?
I'm a robot now.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, did you get your old mic?
Funny, bitch. That's had a good couple of days at work. Oh no, kind of wished I got to go home this week, but this week's not gonna work. Next week's not gonna work, so I'm gonna try and get to the place I come from truly the week after this next
Okay.
week. And that
His hometown.
Oh,
It's like you couldn't put it together.
I couldn't.
but I can. You smell.
Ooh, are you gonna take
Hey.
that, Kenny?
God,
Yeah, I'm
God,
gonna take it.
Got
you
that
should
little
take that.
smelly boy.
Yeah, take it and tell
Take
us
it.
about your week.
Yeah.
So, I'll take it and tell you about how much I smell. So you see,
Mhm.
today I woke up and I realized that hey, I really smell because Connor just landed a big doozy burn on me.
He's this goddamn stinky.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Got him. But so this week has been kind of uneventful. I mean,
Mm.
wow, what a rarity for me. But oh yeah, actually, I had my birthday this weekend.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah,
I
you did
totally
tell us about
forgot.
that.
Oh, I'd never
Oh.
said happy birthday, Kenny.
Yeah,
I just
that's right.
happed
That's right.
birthday. I mean,
This-
So
it's
I had my
I
birthday
guess.
this weekend, and most of my family forgot until like maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where everybody started saying happy birthday. It's pretty great when you forget your own birthday.
Mhm.
Trying to think, we didn't really do anything that day other than eat good food. We didn't go
Ooh.
out to eat. We just made food at home.
What
We
kind of
just ate
food?
some good pho.
The good kind.
Ooh, that's
The good
excellent
pho.
food.
It's the pho you make at home too, so it's even better.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And also I got a big chocolate cake, which is too big and it's too chocolatey. I don't think anyone's gonna finish it.
Do you like
Is
chocolate?
Is it too cakey as well?
It's too cakey.
Too much frosting? Are you more of a cake person or the frosting person? Like, what do you
Actually,
like the most
I'm more
of?
of a cake person more than the frosting.
That's
but the frosting is way too much either.
yeah. I love you right now. Excellent answer.
You like cake better too?
Oh yeah, frosting is gross unless it's like a cream frosting, a buttercream.
Mmm.
That's why I hate cake most of the time.
Buttercream. Cameron likes that.
I don't know.
I love that
I
butter.
don't feel like
Give me
it's
that
like-
cream.
I mean, you can give me that cream, but I don't know about that butter, dude. Like, like I'm on a diet, Kids, step the fuck.
Nice, yo.
I know what I want.
Oh, I should probably say how old I am, considering it was my birthday. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Wow.
Wow, you're so young.
I
You're
know.
a young boy.
I think
I'm
I'm the
gonna-
youngest out of all you guys.
You are.
I'm going to be 23. This
Wait, are
summer.
you?
This summer? I thought you were already 20.
Oh,
I
this-
thought you were
this
23.
November.
No, Connor's not 23 yet, you
It's
fools.
not. Whoa.
Connor's older than me, but
I feel like we talked about this on the podcast before, and I got
No, we're talking
flamed.
about Alan's.
Listen, I'm older than all of you except for Orvino. He's stinky old.
Am I not
relax,
23?
Connor.
What do you mean? Are you not 23? You're 22.
Oh, I'm 22. Okay.
Okay.
What are you fucking talking
I
about?
don't remember these things.
You don't know your own age?
No.
Yeah, why would you ever expect to find out your legal age?
Okay.
Did you know that the
Alright.
legal age in 31 states of the United States is 16, but there's a window for it?
There's a
What?
window? What do you mean a
You know what?
window?
How about let's talk about our topic for this week?
Yeah.
What
Let's
is
jump in straight into our topic for this week, which
Straight
is
through that window.
revisiting old shows or movies or whatever. We're just revisiting old media that you like. I guess let's
Mhm.
limit it to shows. Now that I just said it,
Yeah, say shows.
so shut my freaking mouth. My
Or
stupid
you know
cat
what? I'm going to allow movie series.
mouth.
What? Is it only shows?
Shows or movie series.
Well, what kind of things do you want to revisit?
I don't know. I mean, like I was thinking about books.
Books?
Oh.
Books is fine. Let's do that.
Games?
All right.
Games is too much.
Yeah, we do games too often.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. That's why I kind of want to do something different.
But if we're talking strictly about books, what do you have in mind, Alan?
I don't know.
Well, great.
I mean,
I'm
like,
glad that I chose you
like
to start this topic.
I have several series I read again and again. But I don't know if you know them, or if you
Like something like
if you
Gregor?
have read them. What?
Gregor?
What the fuck is that?
Isn't that like that boy in that fantasy land? I might be thinking about the wrong thing.
Are you okay?
I don't. I might be like misappropriating that title. But,
Gregor?
Appropriate.
Gregor? I think, right?
I have
It's
no
one of
idea.
those YA fantasy novels.
You mean young adult fantasy novels?
YA
That's-
young adult.
Yeah, it's YA.
You know the yaw,
yeah.
Ah!
the yaw yee.
Let me
Jeez.
go. Stop.
Jesus.
All right.
But
hey, we
for
know-
shut I'm gonna talk, Connor. Okay, I was actually gonna hit the topic.
He's a little sauced, by the way.
So the books that I read over and over again are honestly, I think I read The Lightning Thief like once a year.
Percy
Oh,
Jackson.
wow.
Yeah.
Once a year.
I think I've done that, and
Wow.
I don't know if that's true, but it feels like it's true.
Way to pick the third best fucking book of this series. I watched that read that.
Hey, Connor, go fuck yourself. You know what? Because after I read that one, I go read the rest of this.
What?
Really?
Wait.
I just skipped Sea of Monsters
Sea of Monsters is so
Oh,
good.
I love Sea of Monsters. It's probably my
You
favorite
guys
one.
Really? I didn't like
I
Sea
go-
of Monsters at all.
Wait, you guys all read these books?
Yeah, we all read them.
I stopped
I-
after the third book.
I go straight to Titan's Curse where it's got some angst and like he's got to redeem
Ooh.
himself for some
Why
reason.
does
Because-
every
because
Ya
they
book
hate
do that?
men.
Yeah.
All Ya books go edgy like in the third one, or go to war in the
I
third
don't like
book.
you guys calling it Ya book.
Oh, no, we're calling it Ya books from now on.
It
Honestly.
messes with my
Well, like,
worldview.
let's talk about this. Titan's
Okay.
Curse was the best one.
I think
Disagree.
actually, I think
mean-
the Labyrinth was the best one.
Yeah, I think
Nah,
Labyrinth was my favorite one out of the
I can't
entire
really
series.
talk.
That
Why
one was
not?
like,
Oh, because you didn't read it.
I've read the
I mean,
first three.
that was a good one, but I think that like I don't know, the Titan's Curse. I mean, besides Daedalus dying, like at least the
Spoiler.
Titan's Curse,
You
it
also
was
had
like
the Tabitha character too.
there was a
dying,
shit
right?
ton of people that died in the Lightning Thief. Like oh yeah, panels have died in the fourth one. Shit, but
Spoilers.
I don't give a fuck. That book's literally 10 years old.
Oh yeah, there's probably going to be spoilers in this episode, just so you
Oh,
guys
there's
know.
probably gonna be spoilers.
Yeah,
But
we should
donk,
probably
donk,
say
donk,
that.
donk, donk.
Dude,
Keep going.
I just felt really bad when died. It was like
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was a good time.
Oh, yeah, but that was the Titan's Curse is also when you got introduced to those siblings, right? And that
No,
the siblings,
the
children of Hades, right?
The D'Angelo siblings.
yeah.
that was the Labyrinth.
No,
No,
no.
Wait,
you dumb. No, you dumb
those
bitch.
si-
His
am I
sister
dumb,
died.
bitch? Give me a
His
You
sec.
know
sister
that edgy
died
little
in the
brother character?
junkyard, and the Titan's Curse, which set him on
Whoa.
the path of villainy.
That one's the Titan first.
He got, he
What?
got far away.
I
Yeah,
did actually go far away to pick up the
Ooh.
book.
Did he pick up the fucking book and remember?
I
gotta touch him.
I own them all.
You
No,
own
no,
it
no.
all?
I just didn't remember the Titan's Curse.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I don't
see,
know
that's
why.
sort of why I don't like Titan's Curse that much either. Is because I mean I know a lot of people die, but it's just not that memorable for me. Other than that edgy little brother.
The only thing I remember from that book is that there's a saber-toothed tiger, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's the
totally
right
over
one.
my head.
I called Titan's Curse Percy Jackson's revenge against the feminists. It's just like oh, that's not funny at all.
Sticking
Oh,
it to the woman,
shit.
you know.
He's sticking it to the
I don't-
fucking woman. You know what? How about we
Ooh.
make the most powerful woman and we make her
Yeah, I'm
hold
gonna walk
up
away for a
the
little bit.
sky? That's how we fucking get those feminists.
I don't get it.
Neither do I.
That was a touchy subject.
Yeah, I didn't get that one,
But-
Connor.
No, it's okay because I'm fine.
Oh, wait, I got it. No, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Because the thing was is that's
Well,
what they do in the book. They make Artemis
Yeah,
hold up the
yeah.
fucking sky.
Yeah, I
Also,
remember.
it's not really that big of a deal.
I think I really like the,
No, I have
the
to, like,
Labyrinth
make-
more than that book because there was like the puzzles and the sort of landscapes, and I think like it also like forced relationship development between the characters, and also I really loved the Sphinx character.
Oh,
There's
this
so
was
many
kind of
illusions
cool.
in that book. Yeah,
Oh,
I was
But
really into it.
I do gotta say, I think the the book in the next series is actually better than a lot of the books in the first one.
Oh yeah, well I think
Yeah?
I think a lot of the characters.
Wait,
became a
no,
lot
sorry,
more-
the second one, not
do
the
you-
first one.
Is that the eye
So-
or something?
No. What the
So
fuck is
in
it called?
the second book
So-
of the second series.
I need to
So,
remember what they're called.
The
'Cause I
son, okay,
forget.
it's the Lost Hero, the Son of Neptune,
Yes, you're right.
the Mark of Athena, and I don't remember the other one, but there's Blood of Olympus. But the Son of Neptune was so fucking good. Oh
Connor.
my god,
Connor, you feel me? Connor, you feel me?
dude,
It's so good.
Dude, Son of Neptune was like, what if we took this character you've spent 10 years with and we flipped him around and then gave him amnesia so he has to go with it? Like, oh shit. Oh,
It was
thank
juicy.
you.
It's juicy.
Plus, like Frank Zhao and I think it wasn't Piper. What's her name?
No, it's Piper. You're
no,
right.
Piper. No,
Wait,
Piper's
no,
in
you're
Piper's in the. I am right, but not in that way. It's not Piper. It's hold on one sec. Daughter of Pluto.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Pluto. Pluto the dog from Mickey Mouse.
Wait, you didn't read these
Hazel.
books. You didn't read
Hazel,
these books.
No, I didn't read the second series. To be honest, I didn't finish the last book of the original series either.
I'll loan you it. Don't worry.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so it's the Lost Hero, the Son of Neptune, the Mark of Athena, the House of Hades, and the Blood of Olympus.
Yeah.
But the
Us-
Son of. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, House of Hades was a pop off, but keep going.
The House of Hades was kind of for me because it was just like, all right, we're in hell. But like the Son of Neptune was so good because it was so refreshing. It's like, you know how like when you like play a game and you get so fucking good that you go back to level 1 and like you're marked as like a legendary.
Sure.
Like
you New Game
Like,
Plus.
yeah, New Game
a New
Plus,
Game
yeah.
Plus. That's literally what happens in that fucking story. He gives up his his almost godlike powers to be immortal again. It's like, sorry, you're gonna have to give up season 1 bonuses to go to season 2. And he's like, well, shit, all right. And then he does it, and then it's like he's back to being a scrub again, but he's absolutely not. And like they earn all their stuff like cash money, and then they free my favorite fucking god, Thanatos. Oh my god.
Thanatos, the god of sleep?
No,
Death.
death.
Hypno is the god of sleep.
You know what I love more than
Sleep and
anything?
Death is the same.
I love it when Connor nerds out.
Yeah?
And like my favorite thing is when like they confront Thanatos and they're like, we're all Roman, why are you Greek? And then Thanatos is like, dude, you don't want to meet my Roman version, bruh. And they're like, you know what, bet. And then they just move on.
How do you do that? How do you turn on a different
Okay. Don't worry about it.
It depends on what whoever is nearby depicts you as. Like literally they don't have that much control.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna go away from the Percy Jackson series.
Yeah, let's
and
get
I'm
away
gonna-
from Rick Warden.
No, we're not going anywhere.
This is
look, we could probably make a whole podcast about those books, but it doesn't
Honestly,
matter. I do want to ask: have any of you
my
ever read
God.
Artemis Fowl?
Oh, that's what I was
Artemis
talking
Fowl,
about.
yes.
Artemis Fowl, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What the fuck were you? It doesn't sound anything like
Gregor.
what you said. The Tales
Oh.
of Gregor.
Wait, no, maybe I
The
haven't read
Gregor
it.
series.
Is there a Nicholas Flamel series?
Oh,
is that one
those,
of...
yeah, those are also a series.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. I don't think I read Artemis Fowl.
Artemis Fowl kind of nice though.
Is it nice? Wasn't there a movie?
Oh, don't talk about it.
Yeah, I thought it was bad.
No, it's not out yet.
Oh, it's not.
But
Okay.
I looked at the trailers and it fills me with such dread.
Sure.
It reminds me of the Lightning Thief movie.
Oh.
Yeah. We don't talk about that shit.
Yeah.
I won't even use that as an excuse to go back to it.
Yeah. Don't do that to yourself.
I mean, okay, I will say this. It made me so fucking bad that they knew they couldn't get enough money to go do the next fucking one or do all the other ones. So it's like, let's just bring Kronos to like book 2. And they're like, well, shit, dude. he hasn't even gone through like all the shit, but we're gonna just do that now. Oh man, fuck that guy. So mad. Like not only that, like can you fucking not? Rick Riordan described those books
Oh,
as,
we're back.
imagine if like you sold your favorite fucking car to somebody and then they took it and then instantly crashed it like outside of your fucking house. Like that's what those books were. Oh damn.
You mean those movies?
Yeah, those movies.
Anyways,
he
Connor, we're
hated
talking
it.
about Connor. I know.
take one step forward, we take two
We're
steps back.
talking about Artemis Fowl.
Oh,
I need a minute, you guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
you got
I
Touch
tired.
Artemis Fowl because I have never ever touched those books.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What?
Yeah.
So you remembered Artemis Fowl, but like you never read them?
I recognize the series title
Yeah,
Artemis Fowl because
Oh,
I had
yeah.
a bunch of friends that read those books. But to be honest, I wasn't like a fantasy book. I hated reading as a kid, so I never picked those book up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was kind of the same. Actually, no, I
know.
read a lot of young adult. Yeah,
I know how much Gregor really piqued your interest.
Actually, I actually found it. It is called Gregor. It's Gregor the Overlander.
What
There's
the
a
fuck are you
series called
talking
that.
about?
What do you mean? What did I talk about? I just said it. What I was talking about. It's a
What
book series called Gregor the Overlander.
What is that? I've
It's a
never heard about it in my life.
fantasy novel.
I've never heard of it in my life.
Well, go get sucked because I want you to talk about Artemis Fowl.
He's a small lad, but he's big smart and he scams people out of money.
And doesn't he like fuck with the Fae or something like that?
Oh, dang,
Yeah.
he's straight fox.
No, he does.
And
I mean, not like that, but like.
Oh,
I heard I heard that like okay, so like this is what I heard it described as from a person that's never watched it. It's like
Alright,
Harry
sick.
Potter. It's like Harry Potter of competent, except for wizards. There's fairies, and little boy smart off to begin with, and guns.
There's guns?
I don't
understand
think it reminds me anything of Harry Potter, honestly.
Okay, well, I've just humiliated.
But
myself.
everything else is about right. I would say. There's guns. Lots
Is
of
there
guns.
magic?
There is magic, yes.
Oh, maybe that's where the Harry Potter came in.
Have you guys ever watched not watched? Ever read this series? You know what? Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Why don't we have this conversation and we can move on to the one that I want to do next?
Sure.
Oh, sure. I
well,
don't care.
Artemis Fowl, like it's like
Oh.
what makes it so unique to you? What do you think?
I don't know.
No,
It's got a good story.
it's
One.
godlike.
I don't think it's godlike. I just think it's consistent.
Hmm.
I think it's just consistently good. There's a lot of different characters and they're all fleshed out, at least in my opinion. I think it focuses on at least 3 or 4 main quote unquote characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it does a good job of fleshing them out. It does leave a couple things to be desired, but I think it's just a good novel.
Yana.
Yeah.
No, here's a trend. I just want to throw out to you guys.
Yeah,
within
okay.
These kind of ya novels. Have you noticed that a lot of the ya novels that we experienced as kids, like do you think that they always center around teams and team building?
Maybe.
Because if you look at something like the originals, like Western trilogies, like something like the Iliad or the Odyssey, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
center on one specific character and the heroic traits about that one character. But now we've progressed to the point where it's all about team building
I mean, like
and a group of characters doing something like wow. Although it still focuses on one main character, there's still the main character, but it's about the team also.
Like, dude, I don't have time for like conceited teams. I need these boys and girls to work together so that they can free Death from the chains up north. All right.
Connor, relax.
I just find that really interesting because the whole team building aspect is an Eastern ideology. In terms of,
Well, I honestly
how-
think that the Iliad and the Odyssey also did a pretty good job of team building. Like sure it had like a main character,
Mhm.
but like within those stories they also like branched off to other
Dude,
characters.
I liked it
true,
when
I guess, but it didn't like those other characters didn't really stick around. I guess.
Fair.
Dude, I fucking loved it when Hercules was part of the Argonauts and then his gay lover died and then he just like noped out. He just went in like peace and then he like vanished because his gay lover died for like over some bullshit, you know?
It's true.
Yeah.
That's just the way it be, you know, sometimes.
Was-
Anyways,
He's a part of the Argonauts.
yes, he was
You
part
know,
of
we
the
don't talk
Argonauts.
about it.
Okay, yeah, because it was his gay lover and he died, and Hercules just disappeared
Yeah.
after that. That's why we
And
don't
he's
talk
like,
about it.
well, I don't want to be part of this show anymore.
He wasn't getting any.
Dude. Anyways, the book series I wanted to throw at the
Mhm.
wall with spaghetti. It doesn't have. I don't remember if it has like a. I remember it being called The Alchemist, and it
Yeah.
had like Nicholas.
Oh yeah,
Flamel.
Nicholas Flamel. Yeah, that's what I said
I
earlier.
never finished that series, but I just remember like all like the boy and the girl like getting imbued with like the power of gods and shit, and
Yeah,
like
they had auras.
and like yeah, and like I just remember like when the girl the girl got her goddess like the first, right? I just
It's
remember
been
like
so
her.
long.
It's like I remember her getting like just like the writing about like next level perception and like how
Mhm.
you see things beyond like a normal mortal now. And I was like, oh dude, real shit? Like this be good. And then like legit, dude, I really like vibed with that fucking scene. I'm really disappointed. The two series that I really disappointed that I'm really catch my breath because I'm talking too fast for when I'm able to.
Yeah.
Were The Alchemist and then The Ranger's Apprentice. Does anybody remember The Ranger's Apprentice?
I don't
No.
remember the Ranger's
No.
Apprentice, but I do remember seeing like the Apprentice, like
It was like it was very low. It was a Ya series.
Mhm.
But it was like super low fantasy where there's like no fucking magic almost. It's like I don't know. It's low fucking fantasy, obviously. And like there's this boy and he got nobody. He ain't got dick. And he's getting bullied by this guy that's like, I'm gonna be a knight and you're not. And the main character boy's like, well, fuck you. Anyways, the main character boy, he ends up getting adopted, or like not adopted, but taken in by the ranger of like the area, and he has to learn how to become a ranger, and it's like hard fucking work. Like it doesn't just like show you him doing like a montage or some shit. Like I remember like the first scene where he ever fires a bow, he fucking hurts himself because he doesn't have the brace around his arm to protect him from the snap of like the bow.
Mhm.
So it's shit like that. And then like meanwhile, his bully becomes he enters the night school, but he gets picked on all the time, and he becomes like super humbling. And like it's so cool to see this guy that was like such an asshole at the beginning, like have character development. And like I don't know, that series introduced me to like so many concepts of like not necessarily like humiliation, but like how to turn humiliation into like a humbling experience and not becoming bitter from it, but like growing from that. And like the harsh realities of like working at something, but in the end seeing the results and like, oh dude, so fucking good. Like, oh yeah, fucking praise that series.
Cool. All right.
Can I also want to give out can I give out two kind of book recommendations and
Are
series
they
that
ya?
Are they y'all?
Give me a Ya series. If I said no to your question, Cameron, what would you do?
Yeah. I'd be okay because we talked a lot about books.
Oh, okay, but yeah, go. Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
I don't think we can go back now.
I don't know if this is a Ya book or not, because I read this. It's another fantasy book, but it was really hard for me to read at my age. I was like in, I think, middle school when I read this series. It's called the Song of Albion trilogy. The first book is the Paradise War, and it's basically about two brothers who go to a mythical land in Scotland. He went to Oxford and he's researching like mythical creatures and all that. And he goes into this highly gory fantasy world. It reminds me a lot of Game of Thrones.
Mhm.
It's very political and war heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it went over my head as a kid. But I do remember what are you laughing at?
Look at where I'm at the cabin. Look at the picture.
Is that
I just sent.
what it looks like?
That boy leaking out of his fucking chest on that dead guy there.
What
You know?
are you talking about?
Look
Oh
at the
yeah, okay. This is an old cover.
He's
of it.
like freaking Danny Phantom sucking the ghost into his
Yeah.
thermos.
But
He's a phantom.
But the one thing I do remember as a kid, I'll geek out about, is the second book in the trilogy,
Mm-hmm.
because it's fully based off of a side character in the first book
Mm.
who gets blinded at the very end of the book 1. Spoiler. You don't know the character, so
Yeah, I mean, like whatever the fuck.
but it's a very interesting read to read from the perspective of a blind main character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the descriptions are so well written, and it's a very interesting read. The second book, third book isn't that great, but the second book's really good.
I feel like you've talked about that before.
I have in person, but not on the podcast. I don't think. Maybe I have.
This.
But the other book is a graphic novel, if I'm allowed to.
Sure.
I mean, sure.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Dude,
that's
I haven't
good.
finished that.
But that wasn't what I was gonna say. But I would like to revisit that as well. But the book I want to talk about is you ever heard of the comic book Bones?
Yeah,
Bones.
Bones.
No,
yeah, you were really into that.
I never
Dude,
got
that
into it,
series
but I'll let you speak.
is so good. Actually, that's also another highly fantasy graphic novel. I think all these have been fantasy related.
Yeah.
Because that's what young boys like to read.
Yeah.
What?
Let's see. There's these weird race of creatures that kind of look like I don't know how you would call them. They're kind of like white blood cells for the most part.
You mean bones?
Yeah, they're called bones, but they look
They're
like a
they're not
Ghibli
like Bones.
character. Yeah, but everyone else is like human. Well, there's Boneville or whatever, where they came from, where they got exiled into the desert and they wandered into I forgot the town's name, but there's a bunch of like mythical monsters and stuff they have to fight, and there's a whole quest and journey, and I have the whole book. It's like really, really thick. It's like nearly 900 pages, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's heavy, and it was a pain to carry to school when I did.
Big nerd.
I was a nerd.
You know what?
But yeah, those are my two.
It's okay, Cameron. You still will have friends. I'm not sure about us, but
Yeah, I'll find them.
Yeah.
I'll find them.
Anyways, we're gonna go to Scott Pilgrim for a little bit because that is kind of young adult. Think about
Yeah, but isn't this stuff that we revisit often?
I have not
you just
revisited
think something you actually would just want to revisit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would want to revisit the Ranger's Apprentice, and I'd want to revisit the Alchemist series.
I have the whole Alchemist series if you want to borrow any.
Dude, can you mail it to me?
I cannot mail it to you.
Cameron,
coward.
I don't have it with me. It's at my other home.
Can you tell your parents to mail it to me?
I mean, they could probably give it to your mom.
Do you have the entire Artemis Fowl series, really?
Yeah, I do. It's
Wow.
I think it's 12 books, maybe a little.
Have you finished it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Wait, so you
What?
So when
I thought
Alan
no
went
one
on a
else read it.
spiel,
Wait, Artemis Fowl or Nicholas Flamel?
Oh, you said Artemis Fowl.
Oh, Nicholas Flamel. Sorry, I got confused.
I was gonna be like, you sure?
No, I had the Alchemist series.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You just confused the shit out of me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do we want to move to graphic novels?
Well, I do want to talk to Connor about one book that I have not been able to finish.
Really?
Okay.
And can you take a guess at what it is? You get 2 guesses.
Oh, 2.
2 guesses.
What's
okay.
the Babysitter's Club?
No, it's a book that you know. It's a book that you know that I was reading.
I knew you were reading. Is it the Magic Treehouse series?
No,
that's too young.
No.
Is it the
what's that one? Grimm?
Grimm? That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
You're gonna. Is it okay? Can I ask? Are you gonna say it and then I'm gonna be like, "Oh fuck"? Is that what it's gonna be like?
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's hear it.
It's probably. I haven't been able to finish House of Leaves.
House of
that's not that is definitely not ya.
That is not ya.
That is most certainly not ya.
House of what?
House of Leaves. So essentially,
House of Leaves.
I think I actually mentioned that in a earlier podcast, like way back. I got so this is gonna be funny. I've never finished it either, but I got like 700 fucking pages in, where like the documentary portion ends, but I never kept reading to find out actually what the fuck was going on, and so it's kind of like, what the fuck did you do?
It's just so hard, you know.
Was that the book you were reading when we were at your house?
Yeah, I think that's when Alan bought it.
That was the book I was reading at.
Yeah,
Connor's.
when we were at Connor's place,
Okay. I know what you're talking about now.
It's really overwhelming in certain.
I don't know, man. Like it's a story within a story, and like there's probably a story within that story. I just haven't gotten to it.
It's a very meta book, from what I could tell.
Well, yeah, but it's also just like I think about it right now, and I've thought about it like several times, like over the course of me not reading it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just confused.
I think there's only one thing you can do.
And I don't want to finish. I honestly don't want to finish it because it got to the point where like I have to read like a small box within the other box, and it's just disorienting.
I will tell you this. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. I haven't finished the book though.
In the sense of like, if there's like a part that's like really, really like almost like borderline incomprehensible, he doesn't expect you to read that. That's what I've learned from moving on. Is just like it's just like,
and then there's like 6 pages of like blank except for like a sentence. It pisses me off.
Well, yeah, because it's supposed to be spooky.
Ooh, spooky! Let me just fill this void of pages. Let me waste these trees.
Hey, can you stop? It's called art, you dumb.
I would recommend it to people. I do think it's like a good book.
Yo, I fucking said it. I've had enough of this bitch ass trifler getting on my nerves, one could say. And I've just had enough.
Yeah? Have you had enough?
It's over.
Well, why don't you fucking go ahead and tell me about Scott Pilgrim, you dumb. I'm sorry, that was rude. I apologize.
Wow.
I feel like that word should be banned on our podcast.
Yeah,
honestly.
let's not say that.
I don't feel comfortable when you guys say that.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest.
Who said it?
That was Connor who said it first.
Both Connor and Kenny.
And I just kind of want to retort with that back at you, but then it's just like, I feel bad saying that.
Can I just be honest with you?
What? Be honest.
Watch your fucking back! I will hunt you down.
Wow, it's like that was written straight from House of Leaves.
Dude, that's just like first line of House of Leaves. All right, listen up.
Jesus.
I mean, like, honestly, is he wrong though, Connor?
What?
Well, it's like I have a fucking addiction and I'm lonely and I'm insane. All right, now listen.
Oh God, I was gonna tell Kenny to like beep every single one of the times we said it, but you said it way too much now.
What's wrong with the word?
There's a lot wrong with the word, to be honest.
I don't know, Connor. Maybe I just don't like.
Stop. Can we stop?
Please.
I thought we were gonna have a very peaceful podcast.
We're talking about Yaw books, okay?
Yeah, tell me about those Yaw Scott Pilgrim books.
All right, I'm sorry, you freaking. Anyways,
Can't believe you said it.
Stop.
Let me take a breather for a second. I think we all need to take a break. Let's just pause for a moment.
No, but Scott Pilgrim, right? I haven't read any of the graphic novels. I haven't read any of the graphic novels. I'm going to talk while Connor's also talking, but I have played the games with you guys.
I thought they were really good. I really enjoyed it.
This is a waste of like
just
3
remember,
minutes.
like I remember watching the movie and just thinking, well, this validates all of my preteen needs to find love, and like it's just like I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
I remember.
What do you guys think of the movie compared to the novel? Actually,
I think the movie sucks so fucking much
compared to the novels. I watched
the movie first. Sucks so fucking much.
Oh, I love the movie.
I disagree.
I hate the movie so much. They turned Scott into a whimpering pussy.
They turned him into Michael Cera.
I disagree. I think Michael Cera was fucking fine.
I think Michael Cera is definitely not the person Scott was in the books, and I think that you're delusional if you think that's true.
Alan,
if he was
which
Jesse
did you do
Eisenberg, would
first?
have been better.
I read the graphic novels first.
Okay, see, I went the opposite direction because I loved the movie so much. I went to the graphic
Oh.
novel, and I love that even more. But I have love for both.
No,
You know what I have? Do you know who
Yeah.
I have love for?
Tell me, Michael Cera?
All my friends.
Oh, me too.
I read the whole Scott Pilgrim books in one day in the school library.
Wow,
Really?
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
is
I
a
just-
lot.
I just stayed in the library for like 6 hours.
Dude,
That is
I
a
read the whole
lot.
series.
I remember
At school?
there's, like,
Yeah, they have a comic book section.
Yeah,
There
but
was
like,
this-
then you have
Did you skip all your classes?
It was between. It was after class. I'm like,
I remember
After
when I was
you
like,
stayed till 9 o'clock?
yeah.
What the hell's wrong with you? Oh wait, you're the kid that goes to the library. I forgot.
I
Yeah.
remember when I was like starting my senior year, I had one semester where there was an hour where I just sat in the library and that was during the class. Hold on one
Mhm.
sec.
You okay?
No.
Oh, nice.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I should have like put like a voice monitor for that.
No, that's fine.
But I remember the funniest thing about that was that Oriel was in the fucking library that whole semester. Like
She just never
Oriel-
left.
She like she would like she had that as like free time or something like that.
Wait, this was high school?
Yeah, high school. And I just remember I never fucking talked to her because like I don't know, she was just she's really fucking pretty. And it's kinda like hard to talk to somebody when they're really fucking pretty and you have a low self-esteem. So like I never started talking to her until like the very end of that semester. I could have been hanging out with her every day for like 90 days.
You sound so mad.
Dude, I'm salty as fuck.
But hey,
like-
hey, you can think of it like this, if you did talk to her, you probably wouldn't be dating her now.
That's not true. you can't just say that and be like, yeah, probably. Like, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
She had a fucking crush on me back then. Shut up.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any graphic novels?
I don't like. Now,
Or you
I'm
don't?
a weird kid, right? So I didn't
Okay.
grow up reading graphic novels. I grew up reading manga.
Ah,
So that's where I grew up, right?
weeb.
So I read
Weeb.
like the Mega Man manga. I read the Pokemon
What?
manga. I read
What?
Pokemon
The
Universe.
what?
Dude, have you read the Pokemon manga? They're so good.
No,
actually.
I'm talking about the Mega Man.
Mega Man. Yeah, there's a Mega Man manga I read.
I've read the Pokemon and the Legend of Zelda manga.
Mm.
I own
Actually, yeah, I
Okay.
actually read the Legend of Zelda one too. That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Can I pull like a quick slide tangent?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
I remember the first and only fucking Mega Man game I ever bought. My mom bought it for me from fucking GameStop, and I purchased it. And I went home, and it was all in Japanese. And I was like, "Well, I don't think I should play this series if it's just gonna be like that."
It's gonna be different.
And so, like, I never touched a fucking Mega Man game again because it had Japanese. Like, if I was in English, maybe my life would have been different. But like, I don't know.
maybe you
Yeah,
wouldn't
see,
be dating Oriel.
Yeah, you wouldn't be dating Oriel if you played
So
you play Mega Man in English. Think about that.
Wait. There's like three options. There was one option A. It was in English. I played it normally. I wouldn't be dating Oriel.
Mhm.
Option B, it was in Japanese. I would be dating Oriel because I didn't understand it. Or option C, it was in Japanese, but I persevered. I learned Japanese. I'm still dating Oriel, and I got fucking wings. Like step up.
That's a good outcome.
Yeah,
I
like,
don't know about the wings.
Garvey's
part, but
wings?
Okay.
What?
Oh, why would you say that?
No, I'm joking. But in terms of manga, I think one manga that I particularly really want, two manga that I really want to go back and revisit is one called Samurai X, as it's called in the West, or it's called Rurouni Kenshin in
I
the
don't-
Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. I
And
don't
also,
know
I
what
want
that
to
means.
read Dragon Ball again. I want to go back and
Again?
read Dragon Ball.
So long.
again. It's a long one, but oh my god, dude! Reading Dragon Ball as a kid, like that's all I would ever do. Like back in my elementary school, there's like a library truck that drives up to the front of our school, and
Dragon
like
Ball?
It had Dragon Ball. It had the Dragon Ball manga.
What?
Oh,
And I would rent those every single week that truck came by. And to the point where my teacher got mad at me saying it wasn't literature and that I couldn't check out comics or these things anymore. And I got so mad because
And then you know what? You
well, I didn't
cast her
have a
out in
good reading
Japanese.
ability. Yeah, you know.
I'd be like, drop the mate.
Jotomate kudasai yo. This
don't-
Dragon Ball is super sugoi.
I don't know what that means.
This is Dragon Ball
Dang,
It's
Skin.
man.
just yeah. But
Dragon
you
Ball
guys,
Skin.
do you guys have any?
Super Cat Girl?
What is that?
What?
What is it? Hello?
What? Listen, how is this thing on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
heard
said
me.
something. Super
So-
Cat Girl?
Super Cat Girl? Because I don't understand Japanese.
Amazing. Do you guys have any
Oh.
manga? You guys want to go back and revisit?
Yeah, I got
as
one.
As a child?
I mean,
I
I
know as
don't
a
know if you guys
child.
read manga as children.
No.
When did you
Like
guys
in
first start reading
general?
manga?
I think it was either the Pokemon or the Legend of Zelda, because
Hmm.
otherwise I avoided it because I thought, who the fuck would read books backwards?
Yeah, I know, right?
That threw me for a loop when I first saw it. I can't remember what it was. I think it was some stupid manga because I watched the series.
hmm
Oh, actually no. I read World God Only Knows.
Did you?
Oh, dude.
Was-
Dude, that fucking show. I loved that show.
That show's super good. But I watched the show, and in between season 2 and 3, there's a huge time skip, and I wanted to read that. I wanted to know what happened in
the
that
show,
time
in the show.
frame, in the show. So I went to the manga and read that. I think that was my first time ever going to manga to get like the final stuff out of a show.
Oh
that
yeah.
never got updated.
I think one show that I wish I would have watched. I would have read the manga. I only watched the anime. This one anime you guys constantly tease me for liking.
Which one?
No. Code Geass?
Fuck off.
Did Geass have a manga?
I don't know.
No,
Did
here's the thing. I think if it did have a manga, the manga came after the anime.
Oh, really?
That's usually how some like original animes do their thing. The
So that
anime
was
comes
a-
out, and then the manga comes out after it, sort of like maybe like improving on some like side plots that never got fleshed out or
let
more.
me tell you this. That show was the first ever time. By the way, I just want to say,
Mhm.
considering how paranoid you guys are about me saying that word that you guys want to censor, can we please make sure that we actually censor it for posterity? Because I do worry about people listening to this.
Yeah.
Oh, now you do?
Yeah.
After you said it 6 times.
Instant regret. Actually, not instant, but like 20 minutes
No, it
later.
took a
regret.
while.
But needless to say, where was I? What was I talking about?
No
You were
idea.
talking about what were you
Code.
talking about?
Well, what about Code Geass?
How you
Well, I
like it?
mean, yeah.
I really liked it. It was good. It was my first time seeing anime biddies.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah.
I was like literally like my first ever time, like, and I was like, you can
You can do
Do
that.
you could do that.
I don't want to admit to the first anime that I watched, but we're not gonna
Why
talk
not?
about it.
No,
No,
that's another episode.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
fine.
remember there was one anime that I watched with. I'm not watched with, but I don't. I think I.
another.
I think I- I-
another.
I think I know what. I think. Hold on. Can I? Can I message Alan real quick to see if I got it right, and he can just tell me if I was right or not?
Sure.
Oh,
but
sure.
someone needs to change the subject, so we're not waiting for that.
Yeah. So
what's no? Because I think we've gone through the medium of paper long enough.
Paper.
What
I mean,
is-
yeah, we're almost at an hour.
Was
let's end it there.
Was
Oh.
it that one?
Should we just do like books for
That's a
this
no.
this podcast?
Yeah, they're just revisiting books.
Oh wow!
Is there
I feel
more
like you
books?
read that though.
I
Revisiting
watched it.
Ya books.
Yeah, books.
Yeah.
We're visiting Yahweh. Never mind. I took that
Oh,
out.
Actually, I have a good question.
Yeah, what's your
Dude,
question?
we get a Jewish up in here.
Is there any like books you read in high school for like a class that you want to read again, or that you absolutely
yeah.
loved?
Okay. There's two. I want to read Beowulf again and I want to read Great Expectations.
Great Expectations for sure. I love that
I
book.
don't think I read that one.
I
might
did not like Great Expectations, and I did enjoy Beowulf.
I do remember
Man,
Beowulf.
isn't it weird how we can all have opinions?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, it's wild.
Stop having opinions.
I remember we read all of Beowulf, and then we watched the movie.
The
for
CGI animated one?
The terrible CGI.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, it was. It's a bad movie.
It was a bad one.
I didn't watch the CGI.
I liked the book. I enjoyed it.
I didn't really like the book that much because I've read it 4 times now, and it's kind of become overbearing on me, and I kind of hate it.
Only once.
I think Beowulf is probably one of the greatest stories ever created.
Yeah,
I like the Iliad as well. It's kind of similar.
I would totally go back and revisit the Iliad.
The Iliad's so good.
I don't have the patience for that.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, I love it.
Like I understand like where you guys are coming from because it has so much profoundness within the culture, but it's just like I don't know. I think there's just like this dark reality that we all have to admit that as time passes, things, regardless of being translated, become less and less comprehensible or like comprehensible. And it's like that doesn't necessarily knock the story. I mean, it was a story of its time, and we can still derive elements from it. But at the same time, it devalues the enjoyment of what somebody can have with it because they're just so attuned to a different type of literature intake, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like Canterbury Tales. I tried so fucking hard to get into that book, but like that book is like 3 levels of Old English past what I normally am used to. Like even like Shakespearean. Like that book's. I like that book because there was like the thing is that there was a whole chapter about a guy getting like kissing somebody's ass by accident, and it was so funny. Like that was so raunchy for like the time. And then I remember he kissed it, and then the guy farted on it.
That is classic ye old humor.
You just gotta yeet it, dude. Got yeet on him.
It's just like you can't really like take it in all that great. That's why I really, really appreciate, I feel like people shouldn't knock versions of things where they adapt concepts of like old literature into like new shit. Like my favorite version is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's like a 2000 movie set in like the deep south in the early 1900s. And it's based off of the Odyssey, and it's like a great version of the fucking book, but like completely rendered in a different direction, and it's super enjoyable. And like for me, it's like what a great way of honoring that fucking literature by making it palpable for newer people.
Connor, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I dislike that story so much. I tuned you out.
The Odyssey?
I was Canterbury Tales. I tuned out everything you said up till the end.
I mean, like the thing is that like the Canterbury Tales isn't like that fucking hot. Like, do you know what the whole story is?
No,
it's just traveling.
It's like a traveling.
It's a whole bunch of people traveling on a pilgrimage, and they're all sharing their stories. And some of these stories are like how they redeem themselves in like huge glory, and then like other stories are like, yeah, I got this guy to kiss my ass and I farted on him. They're like, yeah. But like otherwise, it's just like I don't know. I think like the book is just all over the fucking place, and like you can't blame them. That book is almost 1,000 fucking years old. Like, geez Louise, where do we get off trying to knock it? Because like we're so completely out of the time and place for understanding that series of stories. Anyways, I think we should end this.
Can I say my favorite books?
Yeah, pitch in one more.
No.
Oh, well, I already said Iliad. I'm just gonna say one more. It's a really short book.
Yeah,
I could read within like an hour or two. But Of Mice and Men. That book is so good.
Remind me again. What was it about?
That's about. Is it brothers or no? They're just friends, right?
They're just buddies. They're just
They're
pals.
just buddies, and they're trying to find work, and they're trying to have their own alfalfa farm.
Oh, is that the thing where it's like, oh, the bunnies, just look at the bunnies.
Yep.
Yeah, it's look across to the other riverbed, Lenny. That will be where the bunnies will be.
It's just real sad.
And then he
Really?
starts crying, and then Big Bang.
Theory,
I know-
the
Spoiler.
whole universe.
I mean, you gotta.
Thank you for joining us.
Then when he said Bazinga.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you for
done.
joining us on this episode of Co-opt Up. Sorry, Connor, I cutted you off.
No, it's okay. Just shepherd us away. I'll. This will just be a moment that nobody will ever hear.
Yep. So
For the rest
this
of their
topic for this week was yacht novels. I hope you enjoyed, because this podcast was brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you.